Hello, good afternoon, everybody. It's afternoon as of me recording this video, and this is my first actual full review video of a new Transformers figure. And this is actually going to be a third-party figure, and now that that's being said, and you see who's arrayed up ahead, rhyming there, you'll know who it's going to be, probably, but you might not know which one. So let me give you some background first. Drink my coffee here. My setup here is a bit precarious too, so hopefully nothing falls over and messes up and whatever. So this is Doubledealer. As you can see, this is an array of Doubledealers. On the far left, you've got G1 Doubledealer. That is an original G1. It is not my original. It's the second one that I've had in my lifetime. The first one I had was lost along with most of my possessions in a house fire when I was a child. But Doubledealer was one of my first major Transformers. I had an Optimus Prime, and I had an Ultra Magnus, and I had a Galvatron from the movie. But he was the first one that I really was like, yeah, I really like this character. And as a kid, it's cool, but I always you can see he has little to no leg articulation. He's got side to sides, and that's it. And most of that's for transformation. And he has to have his Power Masters plugged in to be in his modes. Like for this one, it's got to be in his robot mode. To be in his bird mode, he's got to use the bat back there. I'm going to pull that off for some comparisons too. The only real articulation he has is in his elbows. And they're good ratchets, and they hold up. But, I mean, as a kid, I always wanted more. This is his bat, Scar, S-K-A-R. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me see if I can switch over here. There we go. I don't know. Like I said, some weird things are probably going to happen, so we'll keep an eye on it. And hopefully nothing will be messed up when we're all done here. But yeah, this is his bat partner, Scar. His robot partner, Knock, is in his abdomen. And like I said, one of my favorite figures, but couldn't really do much. Later on, as an adult, after I'd purchased him and I started getting back into the hobby, I purchased this one. This one, I believe, is Thrilling 30 Doubledealer. And he comes with a sword. He comes with a blaster. He does not come with any Power Master partners. His legs are super loose, as you can see. He doesn't really even have a bird mode. He's built on the Blitzwing mold that was around at the time. So he turns into a tank and a jet with a bird face on it, or some kind of a predator's face. This one's kind of filthy. I have to clean him up. And he's okay, but his shoulder design is really terrible. Like, his shoulders don't go together very well, and he doesn't seem to fit the aesthetic of the first one. Like, it just doesn't seem to work for me. It's a good figure. I'm glad I got it, but I mean, it's not, it's not great. On the far right, we've got the War for Cybertron Earthrise Doubledealer, which is far superior to both of the other two. He's got a full range of articulation. His legs move, his arms move, everything moves. He's got like a head that spins and all that kind of stuff. There's all these accessories and whatnot. He's got his two Power Masters, the bat, and in his chest here, you've got Knock. They're in the tape format, like Soundwave's tapes from that line, from the Siege, Earthrise, etc. line. And so even their articulation is better. And he's a fantastic figure. He's probably one of my favorites. And this is what I always wanted as a kid. I wanted a figure that could be as articulated as that. And, this is what we had in G1. Today, though, I'm going to be opening up. You can see I've got the box here. I haven't even opened it yet. I just got it a little while ago. I'm going to be opening up my latest Double Dealer. And this is a third-party figure. And I know you probably want to see the unboxing, but I don't have much room for the camera there. All right, I pulled that out. Move the box back. Let me move these guys a little ways to the back, and hopefully they don't all fall over. And this, go in its bubble wrap, right? This is from Mastermind Creations, MMC. Third-party Transformers. They make some pretty excellent stuff. I only have one other figure from them, which I'm going to be doing some comparisons a little bit later in this video. But this is Proditor Nimbus, is what they call him, because the Double Dealer name, of course, is copywritten. And check out that box art. Like, check that out. That's pretty slick. I don't know why that example thing kept coming up. I hope it stops. But the box art is great. You can see on the back his different transformations and things. And you can hear my neighbors outside shrieking as they do. But let's get this opened up and compare him to the rest of my lineup here. This is the most in-depth robot video I've done so far, other than maybe my magic card video where I opened up all those packs. Let me get some more coffee here. It's been a rough morning. I hope the sound quality's all right. If not, I'll see what I can do after the fact. But and opening it up, first off, we've got the instructions, right? We've got a pair of screws, real tiny screws, and those will become apparent in a minute or two here. And then we have the first of his two partners. We have Scar. Now let's get him out and compare him to the other two. Very, very reminiscent of G1. Like very, very close. I wish I could get in a little bit closer, but I don't want to knock the camera here. The G1 is just, this is what you get right there. The new one, you got an articulated head. You can actually move it around on a ball joint. It's got, the wings are jointed in two places, full range. Pretty cool stuff. So we're going to put that over there. We're going to cut open the clamshell here that he's encased in. And before I show him to you, I'm going to show you what else. You can hear me kind of moving his ratchets a little bit here in the background. I'm going to show you what else comes underneath the clamshell. Got to do more cutting. Cutting crew, right? You won't get it. Anyway, the bottom clamshell, part of it, it's like 3 tiers. The bottom has his missile, and his wings. You do have to assemble his wings, and they're much bigger in person than I kept seeing on the videos. Like, they're massive, and that's what the 2 screws are for. You can see that they're supposed to be hinged down there, and I don't know if I'm going to put them on just yet. I might just display him without them, because this Double Dealer is based off of the IDW comic version, and he didn't have visible wings in robot mode. Now, the missile here, like the missile on the others that have one, comes apart into his gun. It's a massive gun there. And his shoulder-mounted missile in robot mode. So we're going to set those up and set those aside. The wings are pretty neat. I mean, they've got a lot of articulation. You know, there's a lot of things going on with this. You know, you got the wheels for when he's in tank mode, all that stuff. I'm not going to put them on today. Like I said, I'm not going to do transformation today. So hopefully you're not too disappointed. Yeah, so those you put on. This is based off of their Death Source mold, which I don't have to compare it to, but apparently it's very similar in a lot of aspects. The wings are slightly different, but the overall aesthetic is kind of the same. Now, let's get to the main event here. I'm going to see if I can get him in a little bit of a prepared way here. Make sure he's ready to go. And then I'm going to put him here on the table. Now, he is considerably larger than the others, as you can see. He's masterpiece scale, so he's big. In the chest there, higher up than the other ones, you have his other Power Master partner. Make sure I can get him to stand up right. Am I doing the heels right here? I don't know, maybe. Maybe. It's kind of precarious here, so. But that's Proditor Nimbus, and you can see just how massive and how much of a difference it makes. The wheels and the shoulders move. He's got fully articulated fingers. See if I can get his feet to even out more. I feel like there's something I'm missing about his feet. That maybe they're not fully transformed yet. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe they're all right. I'm going to put him back here. But he's impressive. He's got die cast in his legs, which the other ones don't have. So he's got a little bit of weight on the bottom half to help him stand up. I know the camera's a bit blurry here, but doing what we can do. This is my first view of him, and he's pretty impressive. Super impressive. Like, I've liked the IDW version, and I'm glad that somebody made one. He's just so much bigger than everybody else. Now, for some comparisons. Oh, that popped right off. I only have one other MMC figure. And let me pop her finger back on, because apparently her finger came off. Oh, her other finger came off. Oh, man, her whole hand is falling apart. That's, I don't know what that's all about. Oh, my gosh. Well, that's unfortunate. Her entire hand just fell apart. That'll be something I'll have to fix. I wish I'd known that was going to happen. But this is their Coulter Heiress, which is their Lady Tarn. Okay. Pretty high quality, except for the fact that her hand just fell apart. Like all of her fingers came off. I don't know why that happened. Here is with a masterpiece Prowl from the normal Hasbro Takara Tomy line. And you can see the size difference. Like, definitely, he's a massive boy. He's a massive boy. But yeah, and the Power Masters plug into the chest. Let me take him here for a second and plug in his shoulder rocket. You kind of have to put it in from the side to do that. So we got a shoulder rocket, and then his handgun. If I can get that out of the way. This is not easy to fiddle in there. All right. It goes in a very similar Masterpiece way to a lot of the other Masterpiece figures. So, there's Proditor Nimbus. Now, that's the most I'm going to do for this today. I'm going to play around with him, and I'm going to try to fix my other one's hand, because that should have happened. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I think he's a great figure so far. I'm going to play around with him and maybe do another more audible review later and tell you my thoughts as I've used him. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you guys next time.